What's good, YouTube? What's going on? It's your boy already, and kind of here with a different video today. Not here with any Master Duel gameplay or a hand test, although I might be shuffling around with my deck here just to buy the time, or any deck profiles. But the ban list, dropped a couple of days ago during the YCS, and as of yesterday is now active, and took me a while, and I have some thoughts on it. Now, I do think that it's a very interesting ban list. It's been a while since we've had a ban list like this that has been pretty big. I mean, they hit a lot of cards and they took a lot of cards off. There were some cards that we saw coming. Blaster coming back to 1 is fine, if we're being honest. All the Dragon Rulers can come back to 3. Like, every one of them can come back to 3. And it would not change a thing. They were pretty strong for the time being. But now they're just like, any other extra piece to a combo deck that you can play in today's game. To me, the more significant hits, that were surprising was them preemptively hitting Super Heavy Samurai and Pearly, because knowing that they were going to hit Kashtira, though I felt like they could have hit them a little bit harder. I mean, maybe Fenrir 2, not 2, it's at 2 right now. Fenrir 1 along with Unicorn would have been better, but I think at that point the deck would just be completely unplayable if both Unicorn and Fenrir were at 1. So I feel that it was pretty smart on their end to hit those cards. It was a pretty smart thing to do, because in the future, Super Heavy and Pearly were definitely going to be the top and dominant decks. Like them, they're still going to be pretty dominant now. Like, I'm not surprised if Super Heavy Samurai still seeing play. I think it's gonna be more of a engine since Scarecrow is gone. It's going to be more of an engine piece, or maybe you have Super Heavy backed up by a lot more engines. So it's not completely dead. They're still playable. In Pearling, I think they're still playable as well. They just won't be as at full power, and plus they do have the support that's coming up in Duelist Nexus. Can't wait for that, by the way, so we can get the new Synchron support. Yeah, those decks are still good. Kashtira, it's still playable, but the power levels are definitely, it's still a top deck, but instead of that 1A spot that it had kept for several months, it's more going to be, I guess you can say it's like a tier 1.5, but if you ask me, I think it's more of a tier 2 deck at this point with these hits. A little upset at the Runic hit. I kind of felt like they could have went a little bit more harder with the Runics. I think Fountain being at 2 is fine. If they wanted to really do something, the semi-limitless, I know a lot of people feel a certain way about the semi-limitless. I believe it too. I think Malicious is the only card that should be semi-limited, because it's the only one deserving. Fountain being at 2 does not, fix the issue, with the Runic stuff. Even though I think it's fine at this point, I just don't like how that deck operates, that play style of like decking out your opponent. I don't think it's healthy for the game. Now, Runic, it's for the time being isn't a problem, but I do know in the future the deck will, for certainly, become a problem in the future. So I felt like instead of having to address it later. That's something that they could have done now. They could have addressed the fouling by hitting it directly to one, and we don't have to worry about that issue at all. Now, circular to one. At first, I was a little baffled and confused, like circular to one, like what? That doesn't make any sense. Like, why would they hit circular in that fashion? And you know, I kind of thought about it. You know, I didn't feel like circular was too crazy of a card. I've seen a couple of Joshua Smith's like videos on his, I guess it's his highlight channel from his Twitch, on how he feels about circular and how crazy of a card it is. At first, I thought that, like, you know, Joshua Smith was just exaggerating. But, you know, hindsight, looking at it, yeah. Circular definitely deserved to get hit. It is a pretty strong card. It's too strong for its own good. It's way too strong for its own good. So I'm fine with that going to one. I mean, we all saw the branded expulsion getting banned. And then Diabolus, like I said, with Cashtera being weakened. I should have mentioned that earlier, but I'm mentioning it now with Diabolus getting hit. We're not surprised at that one. What else? Steam the Cloak going to 3 is fine. It's not going to change anything. Even the Lureless card, that's not going to change anything. Oh, them hitting Cyberstein, pretty smart. Even though it wasn't a problem now, them banning it right now made a whole lot of sense to prevent it from becoming a future problem. So I definitely don't have an issue with that. I mean, but that's how I felt they should have took the approach with Runic, in my opinion. Starter going to 2, I don't think it hurts the deck. I think Sprite will still end up being one of those top decks, you know, as is. I don't think that just hurts the consistency that much. With how this format's, it's not concrete on how the format's going to change. At this point, it's kind of up in the air. I mean, there are going to be those decks that we know for sure are going to be the top decks, and then there are those decks. There's going to be a lot of decks that could, you know, surprise a lot of people, in my opinion, on what they can do. But my thing is, with this whole discussion, I brought up, a lot of the cards that they addressed. Oh yeah, I mean, they brought back Spiral Quick Fix. It's fine. It does nothing. Master Plan is banned, so it's not really gonna do anything for Spiral. And then what you call it? Engage to 2, and then multi-roll is unlimited. In my opinion, that does nothing. I think Joshua Smith also said this, that people are coping on Sky Striker. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Not trying to bring any hate to the deck, or any hate to anyone that plays Sky Striker. I just feel like that the deck isn't strong enough unless there's some more support. I mean, I know they have some of the newer support that's coming, but that support really does nothing to help the deck out at all. Unless they have some support that really propels this deck to the next level, I don't see Sky Striker doing too much, even with 2 engage. I mean, even with 3 engage, I don't think it's that powerful. I mean, all that to say, though, I think Konami's kind of heading in the right direction with this. I felt like they didn't want things to drag out like they did with the tier element format, which they would do that with Master Duel. I can save that for another video because the Master Duel ban list is it's a list. That's all I gotta say. It's a list. Just know that things were not addressed that they should have addressed. Yeah. But in the TCG, I kind of feel like that they're heading in the right direction. Now, could things have been a little bit more better on the ban list? Yeah, things definitely could have been a whole lot more better with this ban list. Like a whole lot. Yeah. But whenever they addressed a lot of the problem cards like they did with this ban list, it kind of shows that, you know, they are somewhat listening to us, you know. They are hearing our pleas for what, you know, what we want to make the game better. You know, I just hope that Konami can stay consistent with this. Yeah, hopefully they can stay consistent and make ban lists like this continue to hit those problem cards and not let some of these formats drag on like they've been known to do in the past. Now, as far as things that I wish that could come off the ban list, I could say that for I'm gonna say that for another video, idea for the next ban list. What are my wish lists that hopefully Konami can bring these cards back? Maybe, you know, to bolster bolster those older archetypes or cards that, you know, I feel that aren't as threatening as they used to be, you know, back in older formats, since things are completely different from how they were. All right. Well, other than that, I feel that's kind of it. I mean, I just wanted to make a quick video just discussing that. I mean, it was just, there were things on my mind that I felt that needed to be discussed. And, you know, I just wanted to throw it out there and just have a quick talk, quick conversation with you guys. Again, I would like to thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe. I mean, if y'all have any video ideas or suggestions, just go ahead and throw those out there. I'm here to make that content, and I'm just hoping that y'all enjoy the content and, you know, play some Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, play the game that we all love. Also subscribe to my Twitch already, _28. And I mean, if I didn't say it before, I'll say again, leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Watch my other videos. I do upload, like I said at the beginning, deck profiles, test hands whenever I do get the chance. Also, I upload VODs from my Twitch whenever I'm trying to do that Master Duel grind. All right. Well, I guess that will be it for this discussion then. This has been your boy Already, and I will see you later, YouTube. Peace.